Driving out of Charakar is a journey towards darkness. We're on our way to the scene of the Taliban execution. I'm travelling with Haji Abdul Hussein, police chief for the area where the killing occurred. The village is only an hour from the capital, but we might as well be travelling back 5 centuries. The Taliban hold sway just beyond the mountains. It's not possible for me to come here without this heavily armed escort. But despite all the weapons and 100,000 foreign troops in the country, it's too dangerous to go any further.
For security reasons, we can't move beyond this point. But just behind that mountain over there is where 22-year-old Najiba was killed. The Taliban created a fake court, and once they decided she was guilty, executed her within an hour.
The grainy video shows the woman Najiba awaiting her fate. Moments before her execution, she looks over her shoulder towards the person filming, the last person she will ever see. Today, there's an opportunity to find out more about this outrage. This is Mullah Badam. He lives in the same village and was an eyewitness to the killing.
اصلا یا به نام ملا عبدالخالق یک کسی بود که او یک آیاتی به دروغ خواند که در مطابق این حادثه هیچی نداشت، مطابقت نداشت. به توسط از او ایرا میگه این فیصله است که باید اعدام شود. یا یک ظلم وحشتیانه بود. ایتونی قانونی خو این کار غیر ممکن است که یا این کار کرد.
The guards are amazed that the mullah is prepared to speak out. Many have been killed by the Taliban for far less.
و این چی میکنه که هزارها سیاسر اما تو زیر سلطه از ظلم و وحشتانه از قرار داره. تنهایی نجیبه نیست.
This brave man has more chilling information.
این مردار مشناختم یا که کشتنش؟
بله شناخته است.
یکی شاورش بود؟
یک شاور پیر شاور کرد، امر ملا عبدالخالق کرد به نام ملا عبدالخالق، حتی که هر پیری که میگد برش میگه که دی اونو کس عبدالخالق به نام ملا عبدالخالق است.
We can't stay long here. It's too risky. Travelling back to the safety of the police base, I find that the video which was played around the world was obtained through insiders in the village.
So این فیلم کردن و به دنیا نشان دادن یک تصادف نبود؟
نه، یک تصادف نبود. مردم محل خودشان خواستن که همین فیلم بدن برای دنیا که بفهمن که دیدی میگه دهشتگرا هستن میخوان مردم رو بکشن.
The journey out here has been worthwhile, but I want to know more about Najiba, a woman dying in front of an audience of men. And this woman is determined to bring the perpetrators to justice.
Hi, it's Fawzia Koofi, Member of Parliament.
Fawzia Koofi is the Deputy Speaker of the Afghan Parliament and intends to run against Hamid Karzai in the next election. The 37-year-old is an outspoken advocate for women's rights, a dangerous position in a country where women are seldom heard.
خب
She quickly puts the representative of foreign forces on notice.
Inja, you are from which country? US Army? Okay. So what is your plan for conducting an operations in Shinwar to arrest those people who commit the murder of this woman without trial?
We'll continue to work with the AED and ANA, with the ANP and ANA lead off the governor's direction.
And wants to hear the governor's response to the killing.
قضیه خانم نجیبه را باید یک پلان اساسی و پلان خوب بهترتر درست شود که هم عملیات از طرف نیروهای وزارت دفاع و وزارت داخله با همکاری امنیت ملی که ساعتشان تحت پوشش بگیره عملیات باید صورت بگیره. متاسفانه تا امروز عملیاتی که باید صورت میگرفت به شکل درست اساسیش که در یک حلقه محاصره می آمدن اونا دستگیر میشن کار صورت نگرفته.
But Fawzia Koofi says even though the police have fought in that area, President Karzai won't send in the army.
That place is, Taliban, and Karzai has some sympathy with them, and there are some political figures from that area that are in government and they don't allow operations. So basically, women's rights is a matter of sacrifice when it comes to politics.
President Karzai's office rejects these allegations, describing them as baseless.
Now
we're off to visit another woman from the same village who narrowly escaped the same fate as Najiba. But it's not just poor women who are at risk. Fawzia describes how she survived an assassination attempt, something she has learned to make light of.
Because it was like bullets everywhere, and my bodyguards were also shooting from the window, targeting them. So it was a very funny moment because I tried to hide myself under the seat, and my daughters were sitting here because I just wanted them to be safe, and so I put myself here under the seat, and then I realized that the driver is going out of control. So I sat back and said, okay, but whatever happens, I'm not going to die because of car accidents.
I wanted to know what she thought of Najiba's execution. She says Afghan society has been corrupted by fundamentalism and war.
In cases like this, like you bring a woman, and especially she's very defenseless, you bring her out and you kill her in front of everybody's eyes, and people cheer it and they say, well, Allahu Akbar, and they cheer it. That is not part of our identity. I think this is an important phenomenon due to war. This is an important element of war. I know, it's unacceptable.
This compound is on the edge of town, about 20 minutes from where Najiba was killed. Mina, not her real name, is from the same village. She's being sheltered here by her relatives. The Taliban murdered her husband, accusing him of being a traitor and working for the Afghan government. Then it was Mina's turn. They dragged her past her husband's corpse.
شما فکر میکنین که شما را امو رقم که نجیبه را کشتن شاید شما را امو رقم
من این ترکیب مرا میکشت مرا دو جای میدونی چی کرده جدا کرده تفنگ سر ما گرفته که یک طالب آمد میگه ایره شکمش است گناه داره ایره ولی چی کنی به دنیا بیا ای که دنیا آمد با ایره بکشی.
In the dead of night, Mina managed to escape the village with her 7 children.
باز تشریح داده میتونین کمی نجیبه چی رقم معلوم میشد چی رقم یک خانم بود چی رقم قصه میکرد چی رقم یک انسان بود.
از ما دور بود نزدیک ما نبوده خود در راه که تا بالا میشد خانه مادرش که میرفت میدید راه نمیدید. خب زن بود یک مقبول یک خوش یک اخلاقی که ترکی زنش در جای ما نبوده.
Mina believes Najiba ran away from her husband and was sacrificed to preserve the dignity of the 2 men who both claimed ownership of her.
یعنی ارتباط کرد دیگه مردا داشت؟
نه نجیبه خاطر نمیکشته که خانه فرار.
As a survivor, Mina knows the terrible life of women in a village like Shinwari, where 2,000 people are terrorized by a handful of Taliban.
دیگه زنها رو در قریه یعنی سرشان میکنن شده؟
این تا از مرد میکنه نمیگه که ما طلاق میگیرم یا شوی خوش نیست میترسه. یه کشته شده
همین زنای دیگر هم تو کشتن؟
یکی زن چی را کشته میشورا و زنم بیدلا را میگه دیره قیقه چاقو کرده
چی وقت کشتن؟
از نجیبه یک 3-4 ماه پیش.
To reduce those kind of violence, we need to have strong commitments from the government, which is not there. We don't see perpetrators of women rights violation being put on trial and receive the required punishment they are supposed to receive.
We leave Mina behind with a promise from Koofi that she will be given the chance of a new life in the capital. Today is a special occasion for the province and its power brokers. These men have come to honour the memory of legendary Northern Alliance commander Ahmad Shah Massoud. His fighters have long been bitter enemies of the Taliban. With foreign forces leaving soon, it will be up to them to try and keep the fundamentalists out of power.
تقویت دین مقدس اسلام بود. اونمو را با ما گذاشتن.
The police chief who escorted me out near Najiba's village is here, as is his commander, General Mohammed Begzad. He knows a great deal about Najiba's killing. He was with his men in the same valley, locked in a 10-day battle with the Taliban.
این سنه خود ما بالفعل در جنگ هستیم امروز. یعنی این طرف سنگرای ماست، این طرف از اوناست.
They did a good job to get the video of Najiba's killing. But why can't they defeat the Taliban and end the executions?
اینطور است که وضعیت جغرافیایی افغانستان و شیوه جنگ‌ها این تقاضای زیر داره که اگر از 80 نفر کم هم باشن اونا میتونن که دمی وضعیت جغرافیایی که در اوج موجود است و در اون سایه که اونا بلد هستن در اوج هستن اونا میتونن که مخفی شون. اونا یک جبهه ندارن. درست؟ یک مرکزیت ندارن و میتونن در هر جای خود در لباس مردم ملکی هم بزنن و در هر جای خود حفظ بکنن.
Today, we've come to one of Afghanistan's prisons. Some of these women are hardened criminals, but others are serving time for adultery, still a criminal offence in this country. For some, it's their first time in a class. And it's no small irony that under lock and key, they're safe from the Taliban. And thanks to General Hakim Baryale, the women are also able to learn life skills. Everything from English lessons to sewing classes, carpet weaving and hairdressing. Something the Taliban wouldn't tolerate. Fawzia Koofi has been a key backer of the courses. There's even the chance for the children of the prisoners to start their education. This too would be stopped if the Taliban returns to power. After they've served their sentence, many of the women end up here, in this nearby shelter. They're locked in for their own protection. There are yet more examples of this undeclared war on women and girls. 14-year-old Sahar Gul was left in an underground cell in her husband's home. Beaten, had her fingernails removed and hair ripped out. She was sold to her in-laws by her brother. If it wasn't for the work of people like Anisa Nuzhat, Sahar Gul may never have had another chance at life.
اینجا خیلی زیاد خوش هستین. درس میخوانین اینجا؟ کدام مضمون زیاد خوش دارین؟ سوره
18-year-old Mumtaz had acid thrown on her face by her would-be husband, who she refused to marry. It's a common form of abuse. She's safe for now in the shelter.
اول خواهر میخوایم که درس بخونم یک وکیل موفق شم.
وکیل چرا اگر
چون اگر وکیل خواست خدا شدم باز میخوایم کسایی که بالای زنه افغانستان ظلم میکنه میخوایم اونا را همیشه.
I leave the refuge wondering whether Mumtaz's dream of becoming a lawyer could ever become reality. Strong women like Anisa Nushat and Fawzia Koofi may play a big role in the future of this war-torn nation. But foreign forces will be gone from here by 2014. And just behind the mountains, the Taliban are waiting.